important for both of these teams entering today, but it's probably only right to start with the away team going through starting lineups. So Noah Buchanan will be in goal for Geneva. And in the midfield will be Gabe Singh. Mike Rogers will also be in the midfield. He's a senior. Noah Dworakowski will be in the defense wearing number 6. Safiri Omisi will be a forward. He's a senior. Luke Main will be in midfield. He is a sophomore. Senior Will Dunda will be a senior starting today, along with Travis Miller, number 17. George Cottenden will be a forward. He is a senior. Jeremy Thompson, a senior midfielder, also there, along with Logan Pappert to finish out the starting 11 for Geneva. And despite being at that 7-9-2 overall record, have played tough opponents in non-conference play and have played really well. They've been an eager team throughout the season. They've been very competitive in the matches they've played. And we'll definitely be looking to get the surprise victory as the 5th seed over the undefeated number 1 overall seed Grove City Wolverines, who now will turn to take a look at their starting lineups for today. In goal will be the freshman Keller Krieger. And in defense will be Theo Campbell. Junior Colton Hudson. And Jake Kimmick will be in the center of the defense, along with Jake Kimmick's brother Luke Kimmick on the outside. We'll finish out the flat back 4. Jumping up to the midfield, Camden Thomas will be there alongside Matt Herman. And Luke Lattis, he's a sophomore on a mostly upperclassmen group. And then jumping up to the forwards, Aiden Eck will be providing the senior leadership. Evan Yoder will also start as a sophomore, along with Noah Gray to finish out the starting 11 for the Wolverines. So to dig a little bit deeper into that last meeting, Grove City and Geneva played to a 1-1 draw. Geneva limiting Grove City to the fewest goals they've scored in the season for the conference's top offense, just the 1 goal. Noah Gray scored in the 81st minute for Grove City, and Luke Cost gave Geneva a 1-0 lead in the 74th minute. So 2 late goals in that game. Probably not expecting too much different from here in terms of the amount of goals. 2 teams that can play defense extremely well. And all time, that close game reflects how even the series has been. Grove City just leads the all-time matchups 22-19-5. And it is the 7th conference tournament meeting between these 2 good programs. But in those matchups, Geneva has the upper hand 4-1 and 1 in the previous 6 matches. But the last time these 2 teams met in the postseason in this tournament was a year ago, although that matchup was played in Beaver Falls, a 1-0 victory for the Wolverines in that game. So elsewhere around the conference, the number 2 seed Franciscan will host number 3 Allegheny, and that'll be at 7 p.m. today, so you can tune into that one after this one. This is also the first game of a doubleheader, as the Grove City women's team and Franciscan will play here at 7 p.m. as well. But Grove City will have home field advantage throughout this tournament. If the Wolverines win, they will host the winner of the other men's game going on today. But now to take a look more into some of these key players for both teams. First with Grove City. Junior midfielder Noah Gray has led President's Athletic Conference scoring essentially from start to finish. He has 13 goals and 33 points this season. Freshman goalkeeper Keller Krieger leads the league with a .56 goals against average. His .843 save percentage is third best in the conference. Geneva's Noah Buchanan is second in the conference with .67 goals against. He is also third in save percentage, .821. And Amici is tied for second in the conference with 8 assists. Take a pause for the national anthem, and we'll be back with the first half of this exciting conference semi-final matchup. These two teams know what's at stake, they know what's on the line, and they know each other, having played each other so much in the past few years. These two powerhouse PAC men's soccer programs about to go at it once again for a trip to the conference finals. Grove City is ready to go. They are in the home white jerseys on the right side of your screen. Geneva is in the gold and the black on the left side. They'll be going from left to right to start the first half, and they will have kickoff first. Now be looking to take down a Grove City team that has not lost in nearly 2 months. That last loss away to Penn State Barons, a 1-0 defeat on September 10th. Whistle is blown, and we are going live, underway in this semifinal contest. Golden Tornadoes trying to get something going on the near side, couldn't connect it all the way through. Well, we'll look to keep possession in the Wolverine half, but Grove City will look to secure possession and try to build out from the back. Quick pass to the far side, and trying to send a man through. Thomas on his horse will slow down, then deliver a low cross, too low, deflected outside the box. Eck gets to it, looking for some help, will drop it back. They're going to try once again to get an attack going. But that is quickly foiled as that errant pass will go right to the defender. It's now Geneva. Throw it on the far side. Wolverines get a touch on it. It bounces around. Wolverines will get to it. The pass cut out, but deflected out of play as Papert couldn't control it before going out of bounds. Throw in looking for Eck, takes a touch, trying to lay it off, but pass was intercepted. Now under some pressure, he'll relieve it, dropping it back to his center back. Pass forward. Kimmich takes a wide turn, now progressing to the far side. Pass forward, 1-2, but couldn't get it through accurately. And Lattice tries to get a turnover and can't quite stay on his feet. Now Geneva to take possession. Now scrum through, Lattice has it again. We'll try to lay it off to his teammate, but he'll give it away instead. Now Wolverines trying to apply the press, but Geneva expertly getting around it and now looking to create an attack. Trying to fight his way forward, dealing with some contact and physical defense. The Wolverines will win a throw-in. Forward to Eck. Takes a good touch and the pass back to Lattice, but he didn't take a good touch. Now the Gold Tornadoes trying to work their way forward. After some contact, getting it forward, but to a Wolverine. And yes, it'll be a handball deflecting off Eck to the delights of the Geneva bench, who didn't scream it out, but certainly called it loud enough for the referee to get his attention, although pretty standard call for him to make. Wind really picking up in intensity, blowing inward from the stands to the press box up here. Be a Geneva throw-in, quickly thrown in. Trying to work his way around, but that doesn't work. Now Geneva trying to apply some pressure, forces a long pass, trying to look to go all the way forward to Eck, but that one missed. Rolling right to Buchanan. Gets this one away. Take a couple of hops, trying to shield it, takes a deflection off Campbell. Geneva will look to play it route one forward, but missed his target, Singh. And Wolverines have it on the far side, pass back into the middle, retreating. And they'll once again try to go that way. A long diagonal pass. Gray fields it, and 1-2 back to him. Has a touch in the box, tries to get a shot off, couldn't get through. Excellent work by Cottenden to deny Gray the chance. That punt probably not how he wanted it to be. Now give Wolverines possession. Gray, touch inside the box. Lacrosse. And dealt with. And that shows you how important distribution from the goalkeeper can be. But now the Wolverines once again have the ball in the Geneva half. Trying to overload the near side, but that pass from Campbell goes out of play. Thrown back in. Campbell aggressively steps in front of it. Wins possession, but the Wolverines, after bouncing it around a little bit, seem to have control of it, at least for now. Grove City trying to establish some possession. Will now go about it on their right-hand side, but can't work it all the way through, and will give it away. One-two pass back now. Forward looking for Eck. Hit miss, and the easy play there just to kick it out for a throw-in for Grove City. Lattice taking a couple of touches. Passing off to Gray. Gray one-on-one matchup. To the far post. Trying to get his head on it, but he either missed or it skipped off his head out for a goal kick. The result's the same, but pretty decent chance for the Wolverines off that cross attempt. A free man inside the box. Usually that results in at least a decent attempt on target. That's how Grove City scored a lot of their goals this season. But that time was not the case. Throw in. Gray skips it ahead. But Geneva gets to it first, and now Alford skipped ahead by Gray. Wonderfully done off the header. Gets it to Eck. Cross low on the ground, looking for Gray again, but couldn't get through the Geneva defenders. But now winning it back. Kimmick gets the cross away, looking for Gray. Perhaps he gets a touch on it, but it'll be an easy catch for Buchanan. He'll boot it. Herman gets to it first for Grove City. And Maine will pass it forward, but can't find his target on the left wing. The Wolverines overlapping runner. He's looking for it. Will play it onside, but a poor touch. We'll see that roll for a goal kick. Through the first 10-ish minutes of play, Grove City has had the better opportunities for sure, but they haven't really been that great of chances. Just the one shot so far in the game from Gray, and that was barely able to get through on target. Or sorry, that was barely able to get the shot away, not even on target. No goals, no shots on goal for either team so far. Geneva trying to change that. We'll have a throw in deep in the Grove City half. The cross in. Looking to the far post. Krieger has to jump over his own man, making a spectacular grab. And he'll boot it forward as nearly as far as he can. Wolverine forwards now trying to play it through to Gray, who's signaling it, took a deflection, and the center official agrees. It'll be a corner kick for Grove City. First corner kick for either team. A lot of players concentrated inside the 6. Here comes the cross into the mixer, and it's in the back of the net, and the Wolverines have scored. creating chaos inside that 6-yard box. Pays dividends. The Wolverines now up 1-0 in this semifinal match. In that situation, just get as many men inside, trying to get some action going, force a deflection, something. When you put the ball inside like that, get a man on it, it can often lead to a goal, and that's what happened. Gray, the leading goal scorer in the conference, adds another to his tally. So now Geneva looking to strike back. That pass too far away, intended for his man on the wing. But yeah, not too many goals you see scored off the corner like that. For the first goal of the game, but again, it's just a testament to this Grove City team doing whatever it takes, being the most successful in the conference at scoring. They know how to create those chances. They've created a lot of chances, especially compared to Geneva in the first part of this half. Now you wonder how a goal scored this early in the game will dictate how it's played. As Geneva now knows for over 70 minutes now, it's going to be on their behest to get the evening goal. Golden Tornadoes will have it. A throw in, waiting to get set up. That throw in a little too far. It'll be turned over. And Eck trying to play it through to Gray, but Gray wasn't making a run to the corner flag, and that's where the ball went. Off the goal kick. Thomas gets to it first, winning it for Grove City. Now they won't be able to sustain possession though after they give it away on the near side. Miller trying to shield off a defender will be able to drop it back. Now the Golden Tornadoes trying to work it up the far side of the field, cannot, and now quickly played forward by the Wolverines. And it'll be a foul. Get contact with the arm. Thomas in the back. That's going to be a foul called almost every single time. Now that'll get a chance for Geneva to get their players forward. Off the free kick, didn't quite get to the box and quickly cleared away. Grove City tried to get numbers forward for the counter, but excellent work by the Geneva defense to not allow that to happen. Now the near side. The man coming will go for the cross to the far post, but no one's there. Still looking to make some progress, now dropping it back. And getting in the way, Lattice does, and that's allowing the Wolverines to go quickly. Gray now, one-on-one, into the box, the cross. Couldn't find his targets through, excellent positioning. Geneva will have it. Waiting for a man to come open. Eventually will throw it forward. Tough battle for it. Geneva will slowly work their way forward with another throw in. Geneva really fighting to establish possession to try to get some control back into this game after Grove City scored and has led in possession for most of this game. Pass forward. Last was behind the defense, couldn't make a play on it. Quickly ahead, and that one will sail to the Grove City bench. Way out of play. Campbell will throw it back in. Skipped in the air. I'll go back to Lattis. He can't get control of the ball, and now Geneva trying to use some speed to quickly attack, but they can't keep the ball for long enough for that to happen. But of course it's not over yet. With some speed flying down the right wing. Looking for some options, dropping it back. Main the pass forward, but not able to secure it. And that'll be a Grove City throw. The throw in forward, Eck skipping it. To the defender, Herman racing, trying to get it back on, but he kind of overplayed it. And now Geneva with some speed. Amisi plowing ahead, but he runs into a brick wall. Going forward, can't get through, and now the Wolverines trying to lift it forward, and then that one's cleared, taking a cautious approach. Gray has it. Long run up and the throw into the box. Skipped high. And then cleared away. Now Amisi plowing ahead forward, takes some contact. And that is most certainly a foul and likely a card. And yes, it is going to be a yellow card. And situations like that, going quickly from defense to offense, that transition, that's going to be a yellow card if you're not careful in that situation. That could be interesting. It'll be on the Hudson. Important player for the Grove City defense. You wonder how, not too terribly early in the game, but for definitely more than half, he's got to be a little bit more cautious. Excellent work to keep control of the ball, and now Geneva having numbers forward, looking to try and get a shot off, but he is dispossessed before he could do so. And going forward to Eck. Back to Kimmick, and then played forward on the far side. Yoder fighting his way through. And Wolverines looking to get into the box. Trying to get a great scoring chance, splitting multiple defenders, and he's brought down. No penalty. And it'll result in a goal kick, and the Wolverine faithful, the student section, can't believe it. And you saw in that sequence of events, Grove City excellently working their way in between, weaving through defenders to get a great opportunity to score, but couldn't quite get past the last man, as Geneva did a good job of getting in the way and playing solid defense to deal with the threat. Now Kimmick trying to beat his man. He goes down, and that'll be a foul as he clipped the heel. And resuming play, going forward, and that not working. Now Geneva forward. Singh looking for some help. Will pass, trying to work at the top of the box, but Kimmick gets in the way. Now Wolverine trying to go quick to Gray or Eck, whoever it was intended for, didn't get there. Once again forward, we'll go to Herman, but Geneva will once again gain possession. Around halfway through this first half of play, Grove City having a 1-0 lead early. Off the goal off the corner by Noah Gray. Just 2 shots in the game for Grove City. The one on goal being the one scored. And now a foul here as both benches now starting to get a little bit more rowdy with their reactions to foul calls. Ever since essentially the what could have been called a penalty about a few minutes ago. Both sides have now been more eager to voice their opinions on foul calls. Now Grove City going forward. Yoder trying to get across, deflected away. And this will allow a throw in for Grove City. Finds its way into the box. That gets the first touch on it. And then a foul called against Grove City. Trying to fight for the ball in the air. The 4 fouls in the game for Grove City compared to 1 for Geneva. Lattice working his way behind the defense, trying to save it. He does not. Sales just couldn't quite keep it in. And a great chance there. And he's shown a good ability in this game to split defenders, keep control of the ball, and progress the ball up the field. But before the goal kick, a substitution for Grove City. This will be Ryan Merrick, a junior from Cranberry Township, entering the game, replacing Lattice. Grove City likes to get into its bench. A lot of players, depth pieces that they consider crucial to the success, the energy, the speed of their team. And now Eck with it. Laid off to Gray. After battling for it and winning it. A double team on him. And the double team works to perfection. Will win the throw-in. Campbell gets his head on it, but can't find a teammate and will be deflected by Gray out of play. Throw in forward. One initially by Grove City, still contested. And the Golden Tornadoes now working their way forward. Pass to Sink, trying to control it. That ball will go out of play. Be a Grove City throw-in. Throw in, skipped ahead. Then cleared away by Geneva. Eck will have it. Trying to roll it forward, will find its way through to Merrick, who will switch fields, getting it to Yoder on the far side. Forward to Thomas. Into the box, laying it off. The shot from Yoder, and what a catch! Off the dive. It was amazing he even got to that ball, let alone caught it. And fortunate for Geneva, he did, or else that would have given a rebound opportunity to the Wolverines. And what a big-time save from the man in net, Noah Buchanan. Merrick with it, trying to drop it back, will instead pass it to a Geneva player. Now forward to Cost, but he'll give it to Thomas instead. And that pass forward, multiple Wolverines in the area, but will roll out for a throw-in deep in the Geneva half. Rain's resuming, starting back up again. Pass forward. What a move to get around the defender. Now he has some speed. Amisi trying to play it all the way forward. He's going to get there. Not quite where he wanted it to be, but he will save it from going out of bounds. Pass dropping back. Getting forward it. Amisi to Maine. Across the way, Grove City forcing Geneva to go backward. But they do keep the ball. Now pass forward. Amisi trying to direct it to his runner on the near side, but he missed forward as he couldn't get to Papert. Gray looking to switch field all the way. Yoder will let it bounce a couple of times. Waits for his teammates to get forward. Now taking it all the way into the middle of the field. Needs to get some help. We'll get it to Thomas, who waits. Under some pressure, will drop it. Herman forward. Yoder takes a bounce off his foot, but he still controls it. 3 Golden Tornadoes in the area. And that'll be a throw in for Geneva and substitution time for both teams. Colin Shea will enter for Geneva, along with Carlo Dennis for Grove City. A little under 15 minutes left in the opening half. And pretty much an even game. You can take a look at the stats. Grove City had more of a competitive edge in the first part of the first half. They do have a 3-0 advantage in shots. But a game, for the most part, how we expected with the level of play defensively has been excellent, top tier for both teams, and now an opportunity for Grove City. Geneva deals with the first danger. Now can they get it out? They partially do, advancing it, but now they'll have to deal with the threat once again. Merrick in the corner. Deflect out will be a throw in near the downed corner flag. You can, nearly down corner flag, you can see the ferocity of the wind because of the angle of it. Now the throw in. Takes a hop inside the box, still loose, but cleared out of danger. Physical contest for it. Singh initially came out with it, but had it poked away. Gray now, a couple of defenders, he tried to split, but couldn't do it. Now Campbell racing all the way forward on the left side. Lacrosse will get out of the box. And now the shot misses to the near side. Thomas tried to get it around the defender. He got around the defender, but got it also wide of the goal. Just the fourth shot attempt for Grove City, despite having the vast majority of the chances in this game. Pass forward, and then once again connecting on a run with some speed. Shea, a shot. Doesn't get through, but because of the work of the Grove City defenders. Now Geneva has to get backward to deal with the Grove City threat, and some contact. Yes, it'll be a foul. As Dennis was held and brought to the ground. Be a free kick just beyond midfield. 4 Wolverines lining up at the top of the 18, along with 5 Golden Tornadoes, now 6. Geneva gets to it first, but can't possess it. Now once again racing forward, dropped back the shot. Either it went off the side of his foot or it took a deflection. Regardless, scooped up by Buchanan. Now a clearance forward will stay in place. Singh will loop it over the head of Kimmick. Now Singh will race forward. Krieger will clear it beyond midfield. As the wind is now shifted, blowing toward the Geneva goal, the shot! He has been outstanding. Buchanan's been absolutely fantastic. Rain really starting to rain down at Don Lyle Field. Really starting to pour. After the
Great save. It'll now be a corner kick on the far corner. Grove City going back to the strategy that got them the first goal. Plenty of men inside the 6. Here's the cross to the far post, beyond the far post, be in the box. Battling for control, hopping inside the 6, and that allows time for Buchanan to grab it. As the Golden Tornadoes do not give up a second set-piece goal. That punt off the side of Buchanan's foot. A couple of times that's happened in this game where he hasn't gotten all of it on his punts. Now a couple of changes for both teams. Physical battle in the middle. Danda trying to make his way through. Fights off 2 Wolverines to keep the ball. But after that's all said and done, as now we're approaching downpour territories with this rain. Tornadoes trying to work their way forward. Herman gets in the way. Ball will stay in play on the far side, take a deflection off a Wolverine out for a Geneva throw-in. Around 8.5 to play in the first half of this semifinal matchup. The winner on to the championship. Maine the pass forward. Geneva. Pass looking to play his man through, but Cost couldn't be in the right spot. Layton was also in the way, would have gotten there first, but he let it roll out for the goal kick. And now a couple more changes for Grove City. That's what the freedom of having the early goal allows you to do. Start to dig more into your bench, allow your guys to get some rest. Now the goal kick forward. Scrum forward in the midfield. Wolverines will come out with it. The pass forward looking for Merrick. He would have been onside, but that pass way clear. And that's also a factor of the rain, is now with the rain being on the turf and having it rained a little bit throughout the day, but especially at this point in time, ball starts to skip a little bit more. You can afford to put a little bit less on your passes, and it also makes those first touches that are so important more and more difficult. As this storm weather has really intensified now, wind blasting from right to left. Wolverines trying to get some progress forward, but having a lot of trouble doing so. As Golden Tornadoes, excellent 1-2 combination. Now with some speed going forward to the middle of the field, but Wolverines prevented them from advancing further. Be a throw-in for Grove City. Layton quickly back in, and that ball's cleared out. Merrick dropping it back. And then the pass bouncing all the way through. As with this rain as well, especially impacting visibility. Although it seems to have lightened up a little bit for the time being, but still coming down pretty hard. Geneva trying to get clear out of their own end. That's getting it to Cost. Looks for some help. Will turn it over to Garcia. The pass too far behind. Now they got to chase after it. 50-50 ball. Geneva will come out with it. Looking forward to Singh, but too far. And quickly going back to Merrick. Through ball forward to Garcia, but that ball taking a couple of hops and skips out for a goal kick. Under 5 minutes to play in this semifinal match. Grove City's had the upper hand for much of this first half. And the score early in this first period, off the corner, the difference right now. Off the goal kick, skipped up. Both teams still fighting for it. It'll be a foul called against Geneva. Wolverines try to go quick, but they'll decide to let it play out a little bit. As it's going to be difficult to try to get the ball to stay still on this turf field. As now we have little bits of hail now. It's a pass forward, chested down. Merrick trying to get it to a teammate. But he turns it over. As the field has now gotten a little slippery, players falling left and right. Now giveaway near midfield. Geneva trying to go quick, but the wind really limited how far that pass could go. Be a throw in for Grove City. Geneva gets a touch on it first. Out to the far side. Wolverines inside the box. Now to the outside, Merrick. Two defenders in close. It'll be a goal kick for the Golden Tornadoes. And you could see how the wind played a factor in that one. That one not even getting to midfield now. Most of his we're getting to before this wind has really picked up. Throw in. Geneva wins it. Ball still loose. Wolverines come out with it for now. It's back to Layton. Garcia. Back to him. Quickly going back in the throw. Getting to it first, trying to go forward, Pappert. Still trying to fight his way through, but he can't. Now quickly, trying to go all the way through the Merrick. They failed to do so, but trying to get something going once again, but once again over the head and out for a throw in, as both teams have had a really difficult time in the last 5-10 minutes trying to build up, work the ball through the midfield and forward. Now Merrick, the pass in. Dennis goes down inside the box. But of course not enough for a penalty. Be a throw in. Wolverines trying to add one more before halftime. Layton. Merrick will try to run onto it, but he can't get there in time. Now under 30 seconds left. Geneva wants to try to equalize before the half. We'll have to go quickly. Battle for and a foul. Trying to go quickly into the box, but cleared out, and that will be it for the first 45. Weather certainly playing a factor, but it's been the Wolverines who have been excellent on the defensive half of the field and have scored the lone goal in the first half to give themselves the lead. After the first half of play, it is Grove City 1, Geneva 0. We'll take a quick break and right back to this coverage of the semifinal match of the BAC Men's Soccer Championship Tournament right here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Welcome back to Grove City, Pennsylvania, the site of this semifinal matchup between the Grove City Wolverines and the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Through 45 minutes, it is a 1-0 advantage to the Wolverines in what has been a tightly contested matchup between two teams who deserve to be here, have played well all season. Now it's just to see who among the two will advance to play in the championship deciding game on Saturday. So through this first half, not a ton of shots in the game, 7 total, but they have been leaning heavily to one team, and that team is the Grove City Wolverines, who are up 6-1 in terms of shots, but just 3 of those shots for Grove City got on goal. None of Geneva's shots, just one shot they had, none on target, and that shot coming from Colin Shea. And for Grove City, shots coming from a lot of different sources. Merrick with 2, Noah Gray with 2, Thomas with 2, with 1, and Yoder with 1. But the most important shot was the one that went in. Noah Gray scoring off a corner kick to give Grove City the advantage. That occurred in the 12th minute, well before the period of rain that sort of determined the story of the second part of that first half. A lot of passes in that second half, especially deep passes perhaps on through balls, anything in the air for Geneva's aspect in the first half going into the wind didn't have as much strength, often died because of the resistance by the winds and the rain. And for Grove City, a lot of balls skipping out, going from right to left. But now with both teams switching the second half, checking the weather forecast, it will be better in the second half, but it will still be like this for a little bit. Rain will probably continue throughout the game, but we'll see how that impacts things. We were already expecting a pretty defensive game. Both teams have played well. Their back lines have done a good job this game preventing runs from players from getting inside, which is why there's such few opportunities created for the respective teams. And possession would also reflect the equality of this game in terms of chances, really, although Grove City does have the edge in overall stats as well as possession. 55% to 45%. Wolverines have the edge there. Grove City has had most of its possession in the attacking half, whereas Geneva has had most of its possession in its defending half, which is how the game mostly was played on that left half of the field. But another storyline that first half was pretty physical, especially during that first period. Grove City won the penalty called shortly after they scored the first goal, and that led to a couple of periods where both benches were excited about calls, eager to say whether something should have been called or should not have been called. But with the rain, it's been more of just who can establish possession for each team, who can be the guiding force for each team to give them the confidence and, more importantly, keep control of the ball, work their way forward, as both teams really struggled to do that for the last 10-15 minutes of the first half. Yes, that's weather related, but also both teams have also stepped up their game defensively. Not a ton of opportunities getting through for both sides. But how that second half will unfold, we will see. About 5 minutes away, we'll be back with coverage of the second half. Winner on to the final. Stay tuned. Season's on the line for both teams. Second half underway in the semifinals of the PAC. And quickly we have a foul. Now both teams switching sides. Geneva now will be attacking from right to left. Grove City left to right. Off the free kick, top the box, skipped ahead. Krieger will make a play on it and quickly throw it back in. 1-2 play. Effort play by Dworkowski to get in between Yoder trying to pass it forward. Now Wolverines and Golden Tornadoes, for the most part, back to how they started the game in terms of players on the field. Wolverines still in their usual 4-3-3. Goal kick. Taking a couple of hops and now fighting for it. Then clear to head forward. Then back toward the Wolverine half. Ball staying in play, tiptoeing on the far sideline. And then a poor touch will have it go out of play for a Grove City throw-in. Kimmich. Throw-in rolling along the grounds. What do you have to do when you're fighting the wind? Now Geneva quickly back to it. Amisi loses possession. Still fighting back. Singh fighting for it. Stumbles to the ground. Geneva wanted a penalty kick call. They will have to settle for a corner. So their second corner kick of the game. Be on the near side. Looking to tie the game at 1. Cross. A rocket. The shot high. A lot of pace. Well-driven corner. And found his target in the middle, but the shot from Dworkowski going way over the net. Off the goal kick, Geneva. And Amisi going forward to Singh. Is he on goal? Krieger out of his net, the shot blocked before it can get there. And that goes out of play or offside, depending on if Singh was on or not. But nearly a goal effort for Geneva. Krieger had to go way out of his net to make the play, which he did at first, but couldn't clear it. With the rallying effort of the Grove City defense able to get away in the next shot. And then trying to get possession back again. Geneva, their best chance of the game. In the box, Yoder to shot, goes high. Couldn't get his hips around. That ball was fading off his kick. Way high. Goal kick. Gray gets a touch on it. Eck trying to help him out. Be a throw-in for Geneva. Throw in. Takes a touch high in the air. Over secure it, but the pass trying to switch fields will only get the lattice. battle in the middle, eventually pass to the left side, be shielded out of play. The throw in. Geneva wins it initially. Then Herman will clear it, back spinning due to the wind, out for a throw in. Thomas wins it, now racing forward. The Wolverines have some numbers now. Gray, 1-on-2, gets the cross and cleared out. Thompson, right place, right time. Throw in, resuming play. Looking to go with it. Now they'll switch it around. Yoder gets a foot in the way. And it'll be a foul called against Thomas. Condon to take the free kick. Thought about going quick. Now he'll slow it down. Gets to the top of the box, and look at the speed. Helped by the wind. That one picked up in pace as it hit the turf. But you can kind of see if that could have been on net, that could have been incredibly dangerous. Rarely you see a ball increase in speed after you kick it. Low driven. Goal kick. Now trying to go forward to Yoder. Thompson in the way. Gets around one man now. Waiting, going forward. Pass cut out. Herman in its path. Thomas shrugs off a man, and now with numbers going forward. And an excellent slide tackle. Risky in that circumstance, but he got all ball. Now they're both fighting for it. And it'll be a throw in for Grove City in the attacking third. Eck dropping it back. The cross. Landing beyond the top of the box. Denisi and the Golden Tornadoes flying forward. Resuming play. Now Geneva. That attacking attempt doesn't come to fruition, and now looking to attack their own. Eck forward to Gray. Having to drop it back, now forward. Lattice a touch. Now he'll go around and try to receive the through pass in. And Buchanan will just punch it out. Be out for a throw-in. Wolverines going quick. Near the top of the box. But the Wolverines lose it now. Denisi. Splits two defenders on the run. Thompson, can he keep it in? No, he can't. Be a throw-in for Grove City. Quickly forward, but the ball still being on the field will be called back. The throw in. Skipped ahead. But in the way, and that went off his head, and that is not a good sign, as Thompson took a massive impact from that ball. Senior from Pottstown, PA. A little bit slow to go up, and he's going to have to go off the field. A little bit over 10 minutes into the second half. Play has opened up a little bit more, a couple of opportunities for either Grove City to add on to its lead or for Geneva to tie it. Geneva having probably the best chance of the half so far, but Grove City now going forward, but can't get it through. That wind blowing the ball back toward the Grove City half of the field. Now Campbell getting around his man. And forward trying to get it through, but he did get it through, but to no one. Sailing through for a goal kick, and now a sub. Wolverines win it off the goal kick, trying to keep it in. Be a throw in for Grove City. On top of the box, Eck loses it. Thrown back in. Some contact, and that'll be a foul just outside the box. It'll be a free kick from a good location for Grove City. And another good set piece chance. They scored on a goal kick early in the first, on a corner rather, early in the first half. Gray had the goal, which currently separates the two teams. You have 5 Wolverines in the area, 1 offside. Inside the box. Almost everyone for Geneva's in the box as well to try to stop this set piece chance. Free kick to the alley left of the box. 2 Wolverines could take it. The shot off the post, it appears. Play continues now into the box. Ball loose and then blasted away. Geneva. Top-notch defending to deal with the danger. Gray had a really good look at it, had a nice chance, and now officially registered as a shot on goal. His 3rd of the game. A 3rd total shot, 2nd on goal. He also had the goal to make it 1-0. Throw in down the line. Campbell deflected away and struggled to locate it. Through ball forward for the Golden Tornadoes. Contested will be throw in for Geneva. A lot of players in the box ready to receive the throw in. It doesn't get past the first man, but it'll still be Geneva with an opportunity. Singh dealing with some pressure from Thomas. Now 2 defenders in the area. Dropped back, making a move. Now on the run, gets past another guy. Into the box. Singh cleared the way. Yes, now it is. And forward once more. Grove City's trying to move their defensive line forward. It'll be a throw in for Grove City. Have substitutions for Grove City loosening up on the near side, on their bench area. Now battle for the ball near midfield. Campbell will have it. Makes his way around the defender, takes some contact and draws the foul. And now a little bit of talking back after the whistle. And he's going to get a warning from the referee. As Shea had some words to say after he committed the foul. Now off the free kick. Thomas gets a header on it, but back toward his way. Wolverines with possession. And then going down is Yoder, and this should be a card. Yep, that's going to be a yellow card to Dworkowski. As went in a little bit reckless in that situation. Now, Dan Yates on the Geneva bench is arguing with the call. Well, it's going to be hard for him to change his mind, and now that's going to, after Yates continues to talk to him, now we're going to have a conversation about why the card was given, and there'll be a caution for the Geneva bench and Yates. Clock stopped at 29:43 left to go in the half. As what's been building up in this game in intensity has also built up in physical presence, more fouls, as both of these teams know their seasons are on the line. Now Kimmick to take the free kick to the far post, into the box. What a save, ball still loose, and then cleared out. Geneva had to make sure that one didn't go in, and they did. As I believe it was Thomas who got the shot on target, and the save by Buchanan. Job's not done though. Yoder, his cross. The shot up into the air. Eck with the header, but easily scooped by Buchanan, and now it'll be, say no foul, be contact. He got all ball. And it'll be a throw in for Geneva. But we have a player down after the play. The clock is still running as you check to make sure he's okay. Went high into the air. One of those situations where both got the ball, but he for sure got the worst of it. As the Geneva fans voice their displeasure. Golden Tornadoes trying to get an opportunity, trying to equalize this game. Forward, the touch around, the shot, just high. Anisi with a great effort to get around the defender and got a lot of power on that shot, missing by perhaps a foot or two above the crossbar. Sequence of events in the last 2 minutes, trying to motivate Geneva to get back in this game. They're still in it, but that goal they've been chasing ever since the 12th minute. Back to skip forward, Merrick came in as a substitution this half. Grove City trying to play it direct forward. Thrown back in, Thomas laying it off for Yoder. Dealing with a couple of golden tornadoes. And going forward, Merrick fighting for it. Thomas also arrives. Some contact. No call there. Geneva will have it. Physical play to win it. Maine lays it off to Singh. Gets around Yoder, and a slide tackle by Kimmick will allow it to be a throw-in for Grove City. Down to forward. Grove City will try to get possession. Well, a stalemate, and yes, a foul as a holding by Yoder. Now have a set piece chance for Geneva. With this win, perhaps you could go for a shot on goal, but conventionally this would be where you would play it into the box. It has a good angle. 5 Geneva players on the far side of the field. Cini the only one on the near side. Ball to the far half of the field. Wolverines get to it first and then clear the ball up the field. And that pass, despite staying on the ground, somehow found its way through. And it will take a tip and go out. And Grove City throw. And also a Grove City substitution as Yoder will check out. Dennis will check back in. As now Geneva with an opportunity here. Assini had a great shot earlier, but he can't get one off this time. As the last 5 minutes have been mostly Geneva getting players forward, getting more opportunities. The throw in. Wilcox clearing it out for another one. And that'll be out for a Grove City throw in. Eck guides it forward. And Wilcox will try to get forward to Merrick, who leaps trying to deflect it, could not. Now Assini, an excellent move to get around Kimmick. Now trying to go forward, trying to see if he could bait the official into a foul call, as that pass was too far beyond for him to chase it down. Wind in his direction, the goal kick. Geneva gets the first touch on it. And then a foul as Merrick got into the back for a foul. As Dworkowski drew it. Now a free kick a little bit past midfield for Geneva. Golden Tornadoes, most of them gathering at the top of the 18. They'll land inside the box. Grove City getting to it first. Ball still toward their own end. And Eck will be satisfied with it, leaving for a throw-in. And now the throw. Believe Grove City last touched that one, and yes, that'll be a corner kick chance for Geneva. Geneva could play it short, but have most of their men inside the box. Lacrosse, a touch on it, but Wilcox will clear it. Staying with it is Thompson. Pass forward. Now Geneva trying to get numbers in the little box. That pass misses. And Geneva will have to now regroup. And there'll be a foul. An elbow in the back of Campbell will be the cause of it. Played back in. Merrick charging to it just to get a touch on it. It's now Grove City with limited attacking opportunities in this second half, especially as of the last 5 minutes. And it'll stop for a couple of substitutions to enter. These are Ryan Higgs and Judah Gray. $20 minutes have to go. Geneva still trailing 1-0. There's a decent opportunity perhaps to get across, but not much more than that. Be out for a goal kick. Played short. And Merrick charging will put his body on the line to get a touch on it outside for a Geneva throw. Now a couple more substitutions, one for each team. Grove City will have it off the throw, and that pass, he wasn't expecting it, and seeing perhaps if he got a better touch on that, Massini would have been in on goal. And trying perhaps to do a little bit too much to allow that ball to go out of play. Opportunity for the Wolverines on the far side. Pass forward, Geneva first touch on it. And Gray will try to switch fields and will get it to Dennis. Dropping back, Kimmich will have to shield off Assini, who gets to it first, stumbles after making the contact on it, but Great physical effort. You could see how fast he can get to the ball and make a play on it. Gray now looking forward to Dennis. He has some speed. The cross deflected, not getting through. Thompson in its path. And now a corner kick. In swinging corner to the far post. Geneva get to it first. Then a shot from distance, a deflection. Couldn't tell if that was off Geneva player or Grove City, but regardless, it's a save. Now off the punt, Geneva with it. Looping it ahead, but too far. And that's the struggle with going from right to left. It is a massive advantage when opponents are trying to clear it, but in that situation, perhaps the wind helped to get it out of play where it normally would have stayed in. But before that, stoppage of play as Assini's down on the near side. He's been all over the place for Geneva, making plays and registered a couple of the better chances for the Golden Tornadoes in this game. He's going to be a key component for them if they want to tie and see if they can get at least the extra time, if not the win. Grove City, of course, trying to hold it off. And Grove City's played much more reserved than they typically do. But that also can be attributed to how Geneva has stepped up their play in this second half. They've been the better team in that second half. Merrick will try to usher it ahead, but can't find a teammate. Now going forward, Kimmick takes the touch. And we'll get it forward. But Geneva racing forward, and a good slide tackle, clean slide tackle effort, but won't prevent Grove City from now having the ball opportunity to work it to the Geneva half, but now a throw in will likely prevent that for now. Camel now be off his foot out of the far sideline. Back in play. Maine. Both sides fighting for it. Now Thompson. Will win a corner for his side. Be a corner from the left, will be in swinging. Most of Golden Tornadoes are inside the 6. Pass the cross far post attempt, but was too far beyond where anyone was staying, as no one was playing cleanup. Will be out for a goal kick, and now changes for the Wolverines. Clock stopped, 13:38. That'll be Dennis and Merrick. Be back to how the Wolverines started the game and this half. Yoder and Eck back in. Geneva winning it going forward. And Campbell will be content just to let that roll for a Grove City throw. Thompson going forward. Now the far side of the field. Skipped ahead and some contact and a foul into the back, and now this might be a card-worthy offense. And yes, it is. It'll be a yellow card and a caution. As the fourth yellow card in this game, 3 of them have been on Geneva, including 1 to the assistant coach. So now go on Shea with the push in the back. And that yellow card, probably the referee's intent to try to keep control over this game, which has increasingly become more physical as it has gone on. And now Wolverines with some speed for the first time in a while, trying to create an opportunity, but it's foiled. And a good sign for Geneva. Misi waits on the sideline, ready to go back in. That's now the Wolverines into the box. Cleared away for a corner kick. So plenty of Wolverines now inside the 6-yard box. Once again going for the tactic that got them the first and only goal of the game. Into the mixer. Buchanan punches it out. Now a shot way high. And that didn't even break the line for a goal kick. It'll be a throw in deep in the Geneva half. So Misi back in the game. 10 after play, time really starting to become a factor for Geneva. They've had more and the better chances in the second half, but have yet to match Grove City's 1 goal. And now on the run, Thomas plays it to his outside. Gray in the middle of Thomas, trying to go back to him, but a wall of defenders in the path. And the sliding effort, always have to be careful in that situation, and got too much of the defender, it appears, for now, and that might be a yellow card in his hand. And yes, it'll be a yellow card awarded, given to Thomas. Relatively disciplined Grove City team, especially compared to a lot of teams in the PAC. Pretty unusual for them to have 2 yellow cards in a game. Skipped ahead. Opportunity for Geneva. Krieger. I believe there was contact from his own man. That's why it won't be a foul called, but it will be a stoppage and to check to see on if he's okay. One of several times in this game a player has gone airborne. Krieger's been absolutely outstanding this season for Grove City. Multiple-time PAC Defensive Player / Goalkeeper of the Week. Freshman sensation from Jacksonville has been absolutely outstanding. Now stop things with 9:53 to go. So digging a little bit more into the stats of this game, that's really equaled up because of the better play of Geneva in this second half. Grove City still has a solid advantage in shots, 11 total for the Wolverines, compared to 4 for Geneva. Geneva still doesn't have a shot on goal. Out of their 4, Grove City has 6 such shots. But of course, the most important stat is the goal. Which Gray had directly off a corner kick in the 12th minute. But Krieger is still sitting on the field. He was laying on the turf for about a minute, but definitely have to think if you're Grove City if you want to put in the backup. DiPolito. Geneva got into this semifinal position with a 2-1 victory at St. Vincent on Saturday in a great game. But it was Gabe Singh, who's been a presence here this afternoon, who scored the first goal and had an assist on Travis Miller's goal, the game winner in the 89th minute. As Geneva will need some late half magic of their own in this matchup to try to tie this game, which Grove City has led for the overwhelming majority of. They'll just pass forward now on the left side. There'll be a throw in for the Wolverines. Thomas will win a contested header as the pass goes out of play. Quick back in. Now forward. Singh dropping it back, looping it ahead. Oja switching it to the far side. Laying it off, the cross. Campbell preventing it from getting into the box. As now Geneva will be back in their own half to reset. Thompson forward, but Kimmick was standing there, able to intercept. Yoder in the middle to Eck. Looking for some help, Grove City to move forward, get some supporters as they turn it over. Now Geneva will fly the other way. One on two. Wolverines get out for now, but they still have to deal with this danger. Oja dropping it back. Geneva slowly building. Can they find that goal? Dunda in. Poked out. Once again, hoping for a clearance. Can't do it. And then finally beyond the Geneva half, but Grove City had to be trailing substantially in the possession category of this second half. As Kimmick trips over his own feet, but still manages to get the ball as he takes some contact sliding down to the turf, gets back up. Yoder now working his way through around several defenders through contact excellently to keep possession. And a pass over to the far side, intercepted. A couple of substitutions getting loose for Grove City. With 6.5 to play, the Wolverines going forward. Eck couldn't get around. Gray will chase after it. We'll see if he tries to take some time away. He's going to look to try to score. Gray in the box. Takes a touch out for a corner. But before that substitution, it'll be Merrick coming back in for Thomas. And Wilcox will also enter for Grove City. With Merrick entering the game, Wolverines gaining some height. As once again, nearly everyone who's inside the box in the 6. In the 83rd minute, lacrosse. Herman the shot, a drive, save, rebound opportunity, and the goal that might just put this game out of reach. They brought him in specifically for this corner, and he shows why. Goal for Merrick and the Wolverines up 2-0. Despite having the better chances, playing better in this second half, Geneva now finds itself in a desperate situation with their season on the line. They trail by 2. Thompson trying to get inside the box. Eck gets a piece of it. Long ball in the box. Wolverines get it outside. Now Yoder trying to clear it and takes a push in the back. A foul is done to perhaps some frustration in committing that foul. Back in, a lot of backspin. High into the air. Now Yoder double teamed, loses it, but will go out for a throw-in. Geneva going forward, Assini. 2 defenders trying to take off, and they do. Cross trying to get in, but didn't have the power. And that one is cleared out. Rain and wind starting to pick up once again, like how it was at the end of the first half. And Singh looking for some help. A lot of Wolverines around him. Eventually drops it back. Going forward, Singh trying to get around Hudson as Hudson's brought to the ground. Or they will call the initial foul on Hudson's. So pretty equal contact for both sides, but since Hudson initiated it, that's why it'll be a foul in the alley. A great chance for a shot. Clock running inside of 4 minutes. 4 men on the wall for Grove City. Krieger has a man in front of him trying to distract. Now that 4-man wall will become a 3-man. As Wilcox will cover Singh to the back post. And for the amount of men in the box, it didn't take a deflection off anybody. As perhaps that was, and it was kind of hard to tell. Did he mean to shoot that or was that a pass? But that sometimes is the worst case outcome as it sailed all the way through for a goal kick. See the wind just take that one. Yoder trying to get to it in time. Quickly thrown back in. Merrick gets a touch on it, but not enough to really do anything with it. Now the through ball through to Merrick, kicks it forward, and now with some speed, Merrick. Lacrosse doesn't find his intended target, Gray, as that will be Geneva getting the ball back. Two minutes to go. Grove City just trying to see this one out. The turnover. And on the other way, it'll be a foul. And it'll be, looks like it'll stop the play for a yellow card. It's often the case in these semifinals games. Officials more inclined to give cautions to players, especially in the late stages of a game. Close contest. Buchanan now with clock stopped just beyond 2 minutes. Has the advantage of the win, so he can probably get this one into the box. Thompson, the only man for Geneva, except the goalkeeper, not in the box. And that ball did not get into the box, but low played ball, still a chance, but Grove City able to deal with it. Getting it to Merrick, who'll kick it forward. We'll go out for a throw-in. Every tick off that clock, of course, to the benefit of the leading Grove City team trying to return to the finals. Merrick putting his body on the line. Deflecting away, Geneva. Fighting till the bitter end. Cassini trying to get to it. Trying to get a cross effort, but stepping in the way is Kimmick. And he'll just be looking to clear it, does so. That's now Eck. Forward to Merrick. And then we'll put it on through. Too far, so Buchanan will be able to kick it back in play. But 30 plus seconds left to go in the half. Geneva just trying to get one on the board. Hudson gets in the way. Up into the air and then cleared out. Ten seconds left. Forward. Couple men running. Singh getting to it. Krieger dives, punching it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that will be it. Grove City advances to the finals once again. Off the backs of an excellent defensive effort and 2 clutch goals to give them the edge and the victory here at Don Lyle Field. A hard-fought battle, both teams playing well, even game for most of it. But the deciding goals by Gray and Merrick, the difference in this one. Take a quick pause and be back for post-game report and then transition to the second game of our doubleheader. We'll be right back right here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Welcome back up into the broadcast booth. Your final, Grove City 2, Geneva 0. Grove City advancing to the PAC tournament finals to play for a championship. It's yet another time Grove City has advanced to the finals, but definitely their best team in these last 3 years as their unbeaten run against PAC opponents stretches once more with a win 2-0 over Geneva today. Let's take a look more at stats and some conclusions from this game. So possession, Geneva had more possession in the second half, but overall it was still Grove City with a 53-47 advantage, so that doesn't really tell you much. Other than that, it was very close, and it's been 1-0 game for most, for about over an hour of in-game time. But now to the good stuff, the goals. In the 12th minute, Noah Gray off a corner in the first half on the left side of the field, which is important considering the wind for this game was often going from right to left. Although not at that time, weather was still pretty calm. Goal perhaps took a deflection off a Geneva defender before it went in, but goal off the corner for Gray. And then a lot of back and forth in between, a lot of cautions as well. 3 yellow cards to Grove City, 3 to Geneva. As it was a very, fouls were aplenty to say the least in this game, a total of 17 in 90 minutes, although they were evenly split, nearly evenly split. Grove City had 9 to Geneva's 8. Back and forth, some controversy perhaps on penalty or no penalty calls or fouls in good positions. But the tale of this game will be the Grove City defense. Probably the most pressure they've received so far at Don Lyle Field in terms of offensive threats. Geneva has played excellently in this game. But being down 1 goal from so much and fighting so much to get that equalizer, they just couldn't do it. And Grove City able to get the second goal, which essentially put the game out of reach. Even though Geneva could have scored 2 goals, but it's hard to do when that goal was scored in the 85th minute. Ryan Merrick, his 5th goal of the season. Noah Gray with his 14th off the assist from Colton Hudson, who also had a shot deflected to Merrick, who put it in. And it's celebration time for Grove City. 4 shots for Gray. He led the Wolverines. Merrick also had 3. Kind of makes sense when you take a look there at the 2 goal scorers. But the surprising stat of the day, except for, of course, the goals, the no shots on goal for Geneva in the entire game. Krieger was tested often, but he never officially had to make a save. Buchanan also had some great diving efforts to keep the game 1-0 for an extended period of time. And Assini had some good chances as well for Geneva. But in close games like this, it's those who convert their chances that win. And that was Grove City advancing to the finals, which will be played here on Saturday. And that wraps up coverage of this first of 2 games this evening. Stay tuned for the second game. Also a soccer semifinal, but we transition to the women's side. It is Grove City versus Franciscan. Game officially scheduled to begin about 7:30. So come back, take a look at the clock on the screen you can't see the clock. It's around 54 minutes. You can tune back in. But that'll be all. Grove City victors in this matchup. 2-0 your final score from Don Lyle Field. We'll see you if you'll be back here for game number 2. But if not, have a great rest of your day.